Good morning and Merry Christmas from SFF180. That's right, it is December 25th, and I really thought I was done for the year. But who would have guessed that the busiest mail week for the entire month of December would turn out to be the week before Christmas Day? Just goes to show you. So it looks like Santa has brought some cool stuff. I have 8 packages to show you. I think it's, 8 packages to open for you. So we'll go ahead and see what's in those. Otherwise, I hope you are having a lovely and wonderful holiday season. If you haven't done so, although I'm sure you have, go and check out my anticipated 2018 videos for my most anticipated SF as well as fantasy releases, 2 separate videos. Boy, those took a lot of work, but I just had fun with them. So I hope you have fun watching them. And otherwise, without further ado, because I know you all want to get back to eating, and you've probably already opened presents, but you just want to now chill out on Christmas Day. So relax with me while I open some books. And first one is a white envelope. You all by now know what that means, right? Probably a torn title. And we're starting out with a Ben Bova novel. This is Survival. It comes out tomorrow on the 26th. And it is the latest exciting chapter in Bova's Hard SF StarQuest series, which is a sub-series of his Grand Tour series, which began with New Earth and continued with Deathwave and Apes and Angels, all of which I have. And I've been really wanting to read those, so I say that all the time, but I need to just stop making excuses and do it. But let's see. In Survival, a human team is sent out from Earth to try and save other civilizations. Their mission is to make contact with the intelligent machines that occupy a world only a few hundred light years from the Deathwave's front. Their arrival is not welcome. This, as you know, Ben Bova has for many years he was like an editor. He's an editor of Analog magazine and the very first fiction editor for Omni magazine. He bought Sand Kings by George R. R. Martin and Unaccompanied Sonata by Orson Scott Card. So he has a long, venerable career as a respected editor, but also as well as a hard SF writer, space opera writer. And I met him at a convention one time, and he's a very nice guy. But anyway, this comes out, Survival, on the 26th. This is Sinless by Sarah Tarkoff. It comes out from Harper Voyager on the 9th. And this sounds like a premise that is similar to a book that I had on one of my anticipated videos, The Bells, where it's all about beauty as a commodity. This one says, imagine a world where morality is physically enforced. Those who are quote-unquote good are blessed with beauty, while those who are not suffer terrifying consequences, disfigurement, or even death. Let's see. And Sarah Tarkoff has written for the television series Arrow. Okay. It's a dark cinematic dystopian novel, the first in the Eye of the Beholder series, set in a near-future society in which right and wrong are manifested by beauty and ugliness. In Grace Luther's world, morality is physically enforced. Let's see. When the cleric's daughter stumbles onto information that proves her world is more complicated than it seems, she finds herself at the center of an epic battle where good and evil are not so easily distinguished. Despite all her efforts to live a normal teenage life, Grace is faced with a series of decisions that will risk the lives of everyone she loves. All right, so Sinless comes out on the 9th of January by Sarah Tarkoff. And this says that it might be from Saga Press. I hope this is what I think it is. It is, and I'm very pleased to see this. This is the finished copy in hardcover of Robots vs. Fairies, a new anthology from Saga, edited by Dominic Persian and Nava Wolf, who also did the Starlit Wood fairy tale anthology, which had at least one Hugo-winning, Nebula-winning story in it. And so this is certainly, the whole idea here is give a bunch of writers the concept of, whose side are you on here, the robots or the fairies? Do you go team fantasy or team science fiction, and why? And they spin some story. I've already read John Scalzi's story in here. It was hilarious. And there are pieces in here from a fantastic collection of writers: Catherine Valente, Ken Liu, Shauna McGuire, Jonathan Mayberry, Delilah Dawson, Alyssa Wong, who the heck else? Annalie Newitt, Sarah Gailey, Mary Robinette Kowal, Madeline Ashby, Max Gladstone, Jim Hines, Lavi Tidhar. So yeah, very impressive. And I'm going to do some coverage of this one, I think, because this looks like a really fun book. But it comes out in stores on the 9th. And this one says it is from Random Penguin. And here I have the finished copy, I've already gotten this in ARC form, of The Infernal Battalion. This comes out on the 9th again, and this is the final volume in Django Wexler's A Shadow Campaign series, which is a series of flintlock fantasies. A deftly built world full of betrayal, war, and courage awaits in the riveting, alternate 19th century universe of the Infernal Battalion, where muskets and magic clash amongst men and demons. A definite must-read for readers craving a well-crafted adventure full of the complex, gritty politics that govern man and creatures unknown. So I believe it's 5 books total, and it is now complete on the 9th with The Infernal Battalion from Ace Books in hardcover. Okay, I just had a look at the stack. There are 7 total this week. My mistake, but this is one. Also from Tor, most likely. And another sequel I am quite happy to see. This is Dark State by Charlie Stross, and this is the newest book in the Merchant Prince's multiverse. This is a follow-up series to his original Merchant Princes series, which I read the first one. I think it was just called The Family Trade. That was years and years ago, and I remember quite liking it, but I never finished out the series. Everyone who did finish out the series told me it went downhill pretty fast, which is sorry to hear. The original books have since been revised. I think maybe part of the problem with the original trilogy was that it was meant to be a trilogy. And instead, it was split into 6 books, which led to a lot of abrupt cuts and transitions and things. But in any event, they have been re-released now in trilogy form, and I have them, so I'll try to read them and then see what these are all about. But Dark State, for those of you who are keeping up, unlike me, comes out from Tor Books once again on the 9th. So a big day on the 9th. And going down, oh, this one is from Tor.com Publishing, and I think I may know what this is because I was chatting with the publicist just a few days ago, so I think I'm excited. Okay, I am a very happy Thomas because these are 2 arcs for the 2nd and 3rd volumes in Martha Wells' Murderbot Diaries. You might remember from a few weeks ago I did that video about Tor.com space operas and reviewed All Systems Red. Now, I thought the story for All Systems Red was good, but I loved the character of Murderbot. Murderbot is a security robot essentially that has, become self-aware, has a bit of a past that I won't reveal, having to do with why she is named Murderbot. But Murderbot does her job, but she doesn't like her clients. She's kind of misanthropic, very quiet, prefers to just kind of sit in her cubicle when she's not working and watch all her shows. But the first story, like I said, it does a really good job of establishing this future and, who she is and how she works within it. And yes, it's appropriate to call Murderbot she. And so now these are Artificial Condition, Book 2, and Rogue Protocol, Book 3. And this one comes out on May the 8th, and this one comes out August the 7th. So, hooray! Double dose of Murderbot coming up from Tor.com Publishing by Martha Wells. And last, but by no means least, this little package, which feels like a small hardcover from Random Penguin. And this is Poison's Cage. The author is Brianna Shields, and it's the sequel to a book called Poison's Kiss, a young adult novel which I was sent last year. Sadly did not get it into my queue, but I do still have it. And so I could read it if there's enough interest. I mean, I think it looks like it could be a pretty nice idea. Anyway, she is a character named Mirinda. She's turned spy against the Snake King. Okay, and I think the idea is that she kisses you with her venomous lipstick and you die. That's how she assassinates people, I think. Poison's Cage. So this one comes out on the 16th from Random House Books for young readers. An assassin becomes a spy in this heart-pounding sequel to Poison's Kiss, Poison's Cage. And that is what Santa left in our stockings here at SFF180 for Christmas Day. So you know the drill. Light up those comments. Let me know which of these looks most interesting and exciting to you, which you would like to see me prioritize for review. And if you enjoyed watching, as always, hit the like button, share the video far and wide with all of your SFF reading friends, and above all, please subscribe if you haven't done so. That is how SFF180 grows. You can also support the channel at my TeePublic store and at my Patreon, where recruits into Wink's Army get little perks like getting to see some of my videos early and things like that. I want to thank all those people for their lovely, lovely support. I want to thank you for your support as awesome viewers. And until I see all of you next time, have a wonderful rest of the Christmas day. Have a very safe and happy New Year with lots of reading and lots of sleeping and lots of good times. And until I see all of you next time...